A tutorial on Golden Volunteer. Golden Volunteer is a volunteer management app to manage all your volunteers in your organization, as well as their hours and all the various facets of your volunteer management program. So notice here it's dashboard.goldenvolunteer.com where you can log in. So I'm going to log in here. And then one of the first things you'll notice is there is tasks that you can complete here on the dashboard page. Tasks are to review the attendance that people who signed up for a volunteer opportunity actually showed up, and you can also make sure that they get all their volunteer hours, which is important for our PEP hours. Also over here on the calendar, if there are any volunteer opportunities that are scheduled, you can see that they're coming up here on the calendar. You can also launch a check-in kiosk, so on the day of or even before, the volunteers can check in for their opportunity. Also, you can create an opportunity from this page, and we're going to come back to that. But if you scroll down, you can see all of the different volunteer opportunities. I created this test volunteer opportunity for us to see. Typically, you want to include not the school logo, but the event logo here in that. And so that kind of is the dashboard page. And then when you go to My Opportunities, this gives you more information about your volunteer opportunities, including both the current ones as well as previous ones. And so in this one, you can share the link for the specific volunteer opportunity, which is handy to send out, email out, or text out to a bunch of people so that they can sign up for the volunteer opportunity. You can also, I'll show you another way, send out all the volunteer opportunities or kind of a group of the volunteer opportunities to multiple people so you can get people signing up for those volunteer positions. We can edit it here, we can copy it here, we can also, if you go down here, we can duplicate this as a template where we can have the same basic categories, but we can fill in different things. So we can use that volunteer opportunity again and again and again. If you go down here in participants, you can find a list of all of your current participants. And then in insights, we can pull reports of not just all of our participants, but various participants depending upon what we want to do. So I could go to opportunities and I could say I only want to choose volunteers from the Mother-Son Breakfast. Maybe it's next year and I wanted to find out who volunteered last year and target just them, or I'd wanted to target all of the people who volunteered at our auction. I can do that. I can obviously pull a report of all of our volunteers as well. Maybe I want to pull the amount of hours that they've done, and so I can pull that report here in Insights. And then I want to scroll down to Settings because under Web Tools, there's this link where I can see all of the volunteer opportunities. So I'll show you, because this is kind of the front-facing or public page. And so we can see here, this is what, if we sent this, and if we had more than one volunteer opportunity, all the volunteer opportunities would show up here. There's a calendar view. There's also a map view. So we can kind of see where the volunteer opportunities are. So if we scroll up and we scroll, you can see there's a volunteer opportunity in Tacoma. So different ways to do that. But going back here, if we go back to our dashboard page, we can create an opportunity here. And there's different ways to create an opportunity. You can create a volunteer opportunity that happens at a specific place and time. One that just maybe you need it done by a certain time, but it's flexible, kind of when they do it and where they do it. You could do that here. Those are the two you're mostly going to use. There's a bunch of other options here as well. But this is the one we're mostly going to use. So I'll click on that one. And, maybe we want to mentor our elementary students, and it's going to read to the students. This is kind of you only have 160 characters here, so you can't do as long of a description. You can choose here whether anyone can sign up and see and sign up for this volunteer opportunity, or if you just want a link and you want to send that up to specific people so they can only sign up for that. Maybe there's specific requirements where you don't want anybody just to be able to sign up for it. You can do that there. And then the purpose, what's the difference that they're going to be making? So this is going to be helping students to read and love books. And then this is where you have 250 characters here, so you can describe more kind of what you're going to be doing. I'm just going to go through this quickly. And maybe it's indoors, it's mellow, but it's your mind, but it's social. Tags are where you can create labels to group volunteer opportunities. So maybe it's all the volunteer opportunities at a specific campus or on a specific day. You can do that here through tags, or maybe it's all volunteer opportunities of a specific type. You can put tags, so all the ones that are that type, you can click on that and find that. I'm going to be the point of contact. Let's say it happens at Life Christian Academy. And so there's the map. It's in Tacoma. And then we're going to put my phone number. And let's say it's going to happen. We need 10 people. We can change that to unlimited if we want. So people can just keep signing up. And then let's say we're going to do it on May 19th at 1 o'clock, 1 to 3, and it doesn't recur, but say we want it to recur. We could do weekly on Monday, monthly, so all sorts of options there. We're just going to leave it as a single occurrence. And then if there's any post-registration instructions, like you want people to call you, or there's a gate code, or there's any other, you want people to meet you at a specific spot, you can create that as a post-registration instructions. Any waivers that you want, you can also create down here if there's background checks needed or motor vehicle check needed. You can choose different information that you want to get. I usually choose phone number. If there's dietary restrictions, maybe you're having food there. And then here, like I said, if you had an event logo, you could put it here. I'm just going to, again, choose the school logo and go next. And then this is kind of an overview of everything. And so we'll click submit. And now you see here with the opportunity, if we go back to the dashboard, we can see we now have 2 opportunities. And if we go over here and refresh, then we should have 2 opportunities here for people to sign up for. So that is Golden Volunteer for an overview. If you have any other questions, you can give me an email, jshulkind@life-christian.org, jshulkind@life-christian.org. Thank you.